Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. Jack here, and I'm going to be reacting to the different predictions that have been sent in to me by my fellow Spurs creators. Looking forward to this one. We're not playing nearly as often, so we now get a break in between these games, but the channel predictions will keep on rolling. Smash the like button for me, please. Do check out these people's channels. They're making these videos possible for us, and we'll get straight into it. We'll take a look at the league table, see how things have changed there. Not too much movement. There weren't any perfect predictions or anything like that, but Kate is still at the top. Lee is in second there on 21. Dermot, unfortunately, on 19. Maybe a little bit falling behind now. Dermo. I'm rooting for him to catch up, as well as Marlon in 18. And then we have Harry on 11. Box office is now caught up to Harry on 11. And then Jose towards the bottom there. Maybe he'll start making a comeback. But everybody, thank you so much for watching these back and supporting these videos. And we'll get straight into it. Let's head on over to Marlon from Spurs Kings TV, and we'll see what he has to say out of our big clash against Ipswich. Let's hope Ipswich don't do the double over us this season.
Dave, Jack, hope you're well. It's Marlon from Spurs Kings TV, and it's my prediction for Ipswich United game. Go on, lads. Well done. Not the best performances from both sides, but you got to get the job done. So Ipswich. Look, we have to get them back for the White Hart Lane defeat, or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium defeat, whatever you want to call it. But we should be strong enough. Look, he's had a week. He's been complaining he hasn't had the time on a training pitch. He's got the time now. So losing is not an option. So I'm going to go for Ipswich 1, Spurs 2. I think we'll nick it in the last 10 minutes. It'll be one of them games where we'll deflate Ipswich in the last 10 minutes. But I think it's going to be an exciting game for the neutral. But come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. I think we have to get a win somehow against Ipswich. I'm not expecting us to steamroll them or anything like that. Ipswich, from my memory this season, haven't necessarily been a team that have been destroyed, week in, week out, like maybe a Southampton or maybe some other teams kind of towards the bottom. They've been able to keep games relatively close for the most part. So I expect this one to be close, but we got to find a way to get over the line, just like what Marlon was saying against Manchester United. Didn't require the prettiest of performances, but at the end of the day, I thought we were the better team. And it was just about getting over the line, and we got the job done. Now let's see if we can do it against Ipswich this time around. Thanks for sending that in, Marlon. Please, everybody, check out Spurs Kings TV. Great guy, and also for making these videos possible. Now we're heading on over to Kate and Jimbo's channel, and Kate's been sending in the prediction for us. Big up to Kate.
Big up, Dave and Jack, and everyone over at the Irish Hotspur. Hope everyone is good. Make sure you're liking this video and subscribing to these amazing guys. It's Kate from Kate and Jimbo, one half of the duo, obviously, coming in with my prediction for the Ipswich Spurs game. Sloppy win against United, but a win's a win. At the end of the day, all it shows is a W and 3 points. So, sometimes you just gotta take it. We didn't win pretty, but we won. So, and to be fair, although United missed a handful of chances, I think we probably deserved it. So it's a good way to start a new winning streak. 2 games now unbeaten, 2 clean sheets. Can we take that on to Ipswich away? First of all, I'm going to say I don't think we keep a clean sheet here. They're very well drilled, very well organised, and they all fight for one another. Excuse me. So I don't see a clean sheet. I am, however, going for a victory. I'm going for a goal fest. Ipswich 2, Tottenham 3. And long may this winning streak continue. Come on, you Spurs.
Big up to Kate. Thanks for sending that prediction. I will take a 3-2 win. Sounds like a lot of fun. Goal fest. I'm not too sure if I'm leaning towards a goal fest. I'm leaning towards something around 2-1, maybe even less than that. Could be another 1-1, 1-0 type of game. But we'll find out. We'll see how this one rolls out. The big question is, Kieran McKenna definitely, got the better of Ange, I think, on a tactical level versus Ipswich. We deserved to lose at home. They were the better team than us. They were well drilled. They had a clear plan to try to hurt us on the counter, and we just weren't good enough on the day. Will that happen again? I really hope not. I hope we learn our lesson, and a 3-2 win sounds a whole lot different than that first fixture we played against them at home. So let's hope for that. Big up to Kate and Jimbo. Please check out their channel, please, and we'll keep this moving. We'll see who we have after this. I'm actually not too sure because I am paused just on Kate here. Let's see. It's Lee the Dorset Spur. Big up to Lee. Maybe questionable sort of a hoodie selection there. Maybe a little too much red if you ask me, but he'll probably clear things up for us in terms of his explanation of what that color might be. Big up to Lee making these videos possible as well. Check out his channel, please. Lee the Dorset Spur, my fellow happy clapper.
Hey, Dave and Jack, Lee, the Happy Clapper Spur here with my match day prediction for Ipswich versus Tottenham Hotspur. So listen, we've had a couple of decent results, not necessarily performances, but the win is the win. That's what we need. No one's going to worry about the performances when you're taking the 3 points away. Does tend to show that maybe Ange does have a couple of other strings to his bow that gets us through these. I'm fed up of hearing about how poor Man United were for us to beat them. We beat what was put in front of us, and that's all we can do. Ipswich, I feel like we owe them one. We really, really do. And for some reason in my bones, I just have this sneaky feeling that this is going to be a good performance, one where we actually really hit them up. So I'm going to go, and I think I'll probably be the most happy clapper today. I'm going to go for a 4-0 win to Spurs. Why not? It's going to happen at some point. Up the Spurs.
Hey, it has happened against very good teams like Manchester City. We've done, Aston Villa with big results like that before. So, it can happen under Ange Postecoglou. It can. My thing is I see where he's coming from about, it's just getting, the results over the line. It's just about getting the 3 points. And, it doesn't matter if it's always the prettiest of performances. I think that's just kind of been the trouble under Ange, though, hasn't it? It's that even before, the big injury crisis, he wasn't necessarily, pulling off, maybe ugly wins, like plenty of other managers do. Not saying you need to, not saying you have to do that. It's probably good to have more convincing performances than just picking up 3 points each time in an unconvincing way. I think that's been one of his struggles, is that sometimes we just don't seem that capable of just seeing out a win, even if it isn't the prettiest one. We were able to do it against Brentford, and we were able to do it against Manchester United. So maybe something is changing in recent performances. We'll find out. Big up to Lee the Dorset Spur, my fellow happy clapper. Don't know how he's come up with a 4-0 there, but that's what the happy clapping blood can do. And please, everybody, support him. Show love to his channel, please, making these videos possible for us. Now we're going to go over to Harry Scarf from Scarfey Spurs Talk, see what this kid has to say.
Big up, boys. So Ipswich this weekend, a little bit more confident I'm feeling going into this one. Having beat Man United in what was not a perfect performance, but a good performance, a victory, a clean sheet. So it's what we needed going into this. I think, this could be a massive turning point in our season. I know that there's not necessarily maybe much we can achieve in terms of the league, but if we can work our way up, compete for outer European places. But it's not about that. It's about using the league to build confidence, because what really matters to us fans is winning that Europa League. And I believe you can do that with building confidence in the league, of the players, of the team, form, etc. So yes, it's a big game, but it has potential to be a banana skin, as we get towards the latter stage and at the end, ultimately, of the season, where Ipswich need any point they can get, and they are fueled by a really positive performance against Aston Villa with 10 men, which they got a point at Villa Park. That was impressive, and they deserved it too. They could have got more on another day. They've done really well, good, well-deserved point. So they'll come into this with that confidence, and their home games really matter in terms of they're going to get wins or they're going to get points. So we'll have to see. So it has potential to be a banana skin, but that recent Man United win just gives me that little bit more confidence that we won't lose at least. So score prediction, I'm going 2-2. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. 2 strong attacks. Can't say the same about defences, even though both have tightened up recently, but up the Spurs.
It's gone for Desmond there, Harry. Love that prediction. I could see that happening, to be honest. Ipswich, I think, like I brought up earlier, of the potential teams that could be relegated this season, I think they are probably the better one. I think they probably are a better side than Wolves. I think they are better than Southampton. And they have found a way to make games difficult for good opposition. So there's every chance that this could be another very, very difficult game like it was, the first time we played them at home. I mean, they just outplayed us, in my opinion. So we'll see how this one plays out. Big up to Harry Scarf. Love the walk, love the background and everything. So hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for, sending those in as well, taking the time out of your day, Harry, making this video possible. Please, everybody, check out Harry Scarf, his channel, please. We'll move on swiftly over to the Dermatron.
Hi, this is Dermot, aka Dermatron from THFC Till I Die, home and Tottenham past, present, and the exciting future to the end of the season when Spurs could win the Europa League. And this is my match day prediction for Ipswich versus Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Premier League. Look, guys, I don't know what these brilliant YouTube creators have done before or even after me, but I'm going for a Spurs win, and I'm going for a 3-1 win. Look, my thoughts on that. We're unbeaten in the last 2 Premier League games. We've scored 3 goals, conceded none. And we owe Ipswich. We owe them. We need revenge, and we really need to gain another win. If we can get 3 wins in the bounce before our next Europa League game, I think that'd be a massive confidence boost for us. We've got Big Vic back in goal. That, gives us a bit more confidence in our defence. If Madison can back up his performance like he did against Manchester United, then I think all guns are blazing. So look, I'm going for a 3-1 win. I think we can do it. Andrew will slowly turn it around, and who knows, maybe glory we could end up with glory at the end of the season. Whatever you do, come on you Spurs, and Big Ange, we're beginning to trust.
Big up to Dermo. Thanks for sending in that 3-1. Also, please, everybody, show love to THFC till I die. Show some love to Dermo. I think he's been under the weather recently. Sounding a whole lot better, by the way, Dermot. So maybe whatever it is that, you did to sort of, kickstart that recovery, I'd say did a fantastic job, because your voice and everything sounds gorgeous again. But please, everybody, check him out. THFC till I die. He's gone for a 3-1 win. And with Ange, it's just about finding a way to pick up some good results and give us something to hope for the rest of the season. We went through such a tough period there with all the injuries, all the poor results. And it's all about trying to finish in the best possible way, try to finish on a high, whatever that might be, big cup run, maybe improving the form in the Premier League. I'm not too sure, what that might be for you personally, but that's what the goal is, right? Is to finish on a high in some sort of manner. And that will require some wins. But please, everybody, check out THFC Till I Die's Dermatron, 3-1 win prediction from him. And we're going to move on over to the box office.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy, Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV. Back with another prediction for you today. For the game against Ipswich, against the over high hopers Tottenham Hotspur, even though we won against Manchester United, who were bang average as well, even though they should have scored chances. And my prediction is Tottenham drawing 1-1. The reason for this, even though we won against Manchester United, it was still back to Ange ball. And really, Man United should have won that game. Should have even got a draw. They deserved a draw of the game. And looking at some of the players against Man United, I think Kieran McKenna for Ipswich manager is going to be very more clever. I think he'll look at that game and think, why not out-stop Tottenham? And he'll do it and get a draw, and they'll grind out the result. And that's really what I've got to say on this game. Coming from your boy, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the professor of truth and entertainment, the ratings killer, Jack's nightmare, and everyone's guilty pleasure. And if you don't know, get to know.
There it is, everybody. My number one nightmare, the box office. I know I'm a happy clapper, but right now I am, just praying for wins. But I'm not that convinced yet by the manner, the performances. It's about sort of, giving me that belief that, we're going to start seeing, the best version of Ange's system. I'm not too sure if I've seen that for a while now, but we did get over the line against Manchester. Even though I think they should have scored Manchester United, I think we were the better team. We also had opportunities that we should have put away. I think we had plenty of chances to go 2 up. So personally, I think we deserved the result. Brentford, actually, I'd argue maybe we didn't play as well as we did in the Man United game. That's just me personally. I think the Brentford game, we actually just were really good at taking the opportunities we had and then just holding on for our lives, in the best way possible, and also relied on some Brentford misses. But a 1-1 prediction, I genuinely, as a happy clapper, don't find that actually to be out of the realm of possibility, just because I'm not too convinced by the performances yet. But then also, Kieran McKenna did a very good job against us last time. So he figured out something, tactically. It's up to Ange to see what he's done and whether he can learn from it this time around. We'll find out. Please, everybody, check out the box office. And we're going to move on over to the last one, Tel Cockreal. Jose.
Good morning, Dave and Jack, and everyone at the Irish Hotspur. It's Jose here from Tel Cockreal with my prediction for Sunday's match between Ipswich and Tottenham. Well, 2 wins on the spin, 2 clean sheets on the spin in the league. Are we starting to turn a corner? We've got players coming back. The only thing is that we haven't had the press conference. I think that takes place tomorrow. So therefore, we don't know if we've got any more players back, if there's any more further updates. However, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. And I said this in a previous video. With more players coming back, another week of rest, another week of training and working on things. We really need to push on with the momentum and with having these players back. And I can see us continuing at Ipswich on Sunday. Call me deluded, if you like. Don't care. I support my team. I'm going to call for another clean sheet. Another clean sheet. I want 3 on the bounce now in the league. And I want us to click. And I think we can. Because we've got more players to choose from. We've got a stronger bench now. And my prediction is Ipswich Town 0, Tottenham 4. That's right. 4-0.
Wow.
We've got 3 goals and none against in the last 2 games. I'm going one better now to double and go ahead of what we've got so far. So yeah, Ipswich 0, Tottenham 4. Keep supporting the IrishHotspur. Keep supporting the lads. Come on, you Spurs. We never stop.
Thanks, Jose, for sending that in, sir. He's gone for 4-0. It's amazing we've gotten 2 4-0 predictions in this one. More amazing also that maybe 2 different predictions were actually larger than Dermatron's, who's normally given us the biggest, happy, clappiest ones. But it was actually Lee the Dorset Spur and Tel Cockreal Jose that have done that this time. He's gone for 4-0. He wants 3 wins in a row in the Premier League, and he wants another clean sheet. Definitely high demands from Jose, but he's also confident and he wants to see Spurs get back to their best selves again. And he thinks with the return of some players, as well as also maybe these breaks in between games, that we can do that. So let's see if that manifests itself. And please, everybody, check him out, Tel Cockreal, as well as all the other people that have made this video possible. And check out their channels, please. Pinned at the top of the comments. Apologies, forgot to do that last time around. But everybody, smash that like button on your way out. I will see you for all the match day festivities on Saturday. And come on, you Spurs.